Hey, Stevie. You checking the notifications?
Nah, I was yeah.
Uh, they put Kalkbrenner on you in the
Mhm.
first half. What do you see that allowed you to, be successful, score 14 points in the first half?
I think it was just coming to the game. We knew they were gonna just try stuff because our personnel is unique for the defense they're used to playing. So I mean, we were expecting them to try something. Did I completely expect him to start on me? No, but we can't control what they do. We can only control how we attack the game. And my teammates, coaches, just tell me to be aggressive. So I mean, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna try to win, and however the other team plays, we're gonna adjust, adapt, and do what we do, play hard. We're going to play defense regardless. So, I mean, that was really just the mindset, just play, really.
Stevie, back here. You had that sequence in the second half. You had the steal, the other steal back to back. I know you kind of give your teammates on the bench some looks there, just kind of for that energy you were kind of bringing there. What do you feel like that moment did in the second half to help you guys kind of seize control and eventually pull out the win here?
I think it's just, we talk about spirit a lot, and that's why I try to bring each and every game. And, defense is something that, whatever they do on their defensive end, we do what we do on our defensive end, and they can't impact me in any way on that end. So, I mean, they're trying to play a different defense, but, I'm going to do what I do best, and that's guard, make their opposing point guard uncomfortable, fly around. And, there's so much more to the game than scoring points. So I think when you focus on all that stuff, the points are just the cherry on top. The ball goes in great. It doesn't. I can still, bring energy. I can still fly around. I can still give EGBs to my teammates. I can still get deflections. I can still crash the glass. I mean, there's so many more things. And, offense is great. Scoring points is great. But the game's so much larger than that. And that was what I was doing on that sequence right there.
Yes, watching your mom play during the timeout, she's got some game. Did she play in college or high school or?
Yeah, she played at Temple. She went to Temple, played there, while she was in farm. She's a pharmacist. I don't know what that school is called, but yeah, while she was studying that, so she played. Yeah, she played at college.
It wasn't Cam's best shooting night, but what's it say about his confidence that he wants the ball down the stretch to make some big buckets?
It says a lot. I mean, we all want him to have the ball down the stretch. And I mean, he's gonna be Cam regardless. And I mean, it wasn't a great shooting night for anybody. I mean, even them, they didn't shoot the ball great. So again, it comes down to so much more. The game's so much more than shooting the ball, making shots. And if you pride yourself on that and rely on that each and every game, then you're gonna have up and down season. But if you pride yourself and just focus on the things you can control night in and night out, I think you can have a more consistent season. And that's what we try to pride ourselves on. And at the end of the day, if Cam makes a shot, misses a shot, he's still Cam Jones. Like not to glaze or anything, but I mean he's still Cam Jones, whether or not that shot goes in or doesn't go in. So we're gonna keep wanting him to have the ball. We're gonna keep wanting him to take shots, and we're gonna rock out with him regardless of how he shoots. I mean, we don't even think about that.
Yeah, there was a moment at the end of the first half when you were making that 12-0 run. Cam called you guys together. I think there was 35 seconds left. And then he kind of cleared out and got a bucket at the other end. Do you remember what was said when Cam brought you guys all together?
No, not really. I mean, we huddle a lot. That's something we take pride in. It's controllable. So we say a lot of things in huddle. What I would assume was said is something along the lines of just finishing strong, knowing what defense we were in prior to the offensive possession, and then know what play we were in on offense. So that's what I would assume, just encouragements. And that huddle and just getting connected, being on the same page.
Steve, you mentioned it earlier. Obviously, Mom's Night. Did you guys kind of have trouble kind of staying focused and not trying to pay attention to some of the events of the Mom's Night? Obviously, your mom being out there and getting some buckets in herself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was one time. Sean. It was when Sean's mom was doing the dancing thing. Coach kind of had to reel us all back in. That was one time. I mean, she was. I mean, you hear your name, you hear what they're doing, so you glance up at the jumbotron. That happens even when it's not Mom's Night. But I think the more they brought more energy to the game than distraction. So I know we were all excited, especially after Jop's mom sang the national anthem. She does so much for us, all of us, being a hometown mom. So it was great to see her go out there, kill it. And I hope she does it again because, that was really good. And, she got vocals for sure.
After exams and after Christmas or during Christmas, it seems like there's a lot of room for improvement for your bench. And it looks like some players on your bench have taken a step. Can you just talk about the bench, like specifically Zaid and Demarius had a terrific tip in, and Parham has been real solid. Can you talk about your bench?
Those guys are great. They've all had great summers, great practices, and we just have a deep team, so it's harder for them to get to show that all the time. They don't get to necessarily play the minutes that us seniors, juniors get to play, but we have all the confidence in the world in them to do what they do. And I think as the season continues to go on, you're just going to see more from them because, they're capable of so much. And as they continue to get more comfortable, continue to find their role, find what they bring to the table, and continue to take pride in that, I think they're going to, continue to show more. Those guys you mentioned have been doing great. Trey, he's one of our, biggest leaders on the team with his voice, his mentality. So, we don't take any of that for granted. If you play, if you don't play, you get in. You don't score. You do a lot of other things, though, too. So we just, we're really a family. And we feel like if one of us scored, like if Cam scores, I feel like I scored. If Jop scores, I feel like I scored. Chase scored, so on. So we're not really focused on, minutes, who scores, who doesn't score. We're just focused on winning because, all your wildest goals and dreams are going to be accomplished through winning. But if you don't win, then honestly, no stat really means anything.
It seems like Jop's making one or two big defensive plays every game. Just how have you seen his progression on the defensive end?
I think the urgency and the 1-2 has just continued to grow from his freshman year to now, and I think Xavier, when he got his 1,000-point, I thought that was one of his best games that he's ever played here from the standpoint of offense and defense. So it's great to see. And we know he has even more, so that's also exciting. We all have even more. That's very exciting. But, yeah, I think he's just knowing what he's got to do for us to win, giving all he got. And, he's a special player offensively, and he's going to continue to show that he's a special player defensively as well.
Anything else for Stevie? All right, Stevie, thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice night, everybody. I know I will.